Hey guys, I hope everybody is having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I am glad you are here. And I have got something super cool to show you guys. If you're so inclined and you're here for the first, second, third time and you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button below. Also, if you wouldn't mind, hit the bell notification icon so you'll be notified when I release new videos. Guys, this is the Jason Grant Tripper prototype. This particular little specimen, this little badass Tanto, is currently on pre-order on the Brass Brigade website. It is just a amazing little knife. We're going to get into it here in a second. I will put links with all the dimensions. We'll do some measurements here, but I'll put links to where the pre-order is because this is available. It is a full, I don't have my gripper out here. My gripper is a much bigger knife, almost a 4-inch blade knife. This knife, I'm going to call it, it's got multiple deployment methods. We'll start with the regular flipper. I'm going to call this kind of a medium to small-ish knife. And the only reason I say that, it's not a small knife. I call it medium because it's small and medium. But the gripper was just such a big knife. And this knife, from an EDC standpoint, fits my medium to large size hand in the regular grip fantastically well. Jimping right up here on the spine that's very acute. Gives me great lock-in of that blade. And then I've got this finger choil that rests right up here above where the flipper tab would be to give me all kinds of choke-up grips, whether I'm doing detailed cuts, more detailed cuts, doing push cuts, doing pull cuts. It is a flat grind with a compound Tanto here. Let me grab my rag and wipe it off real quick. Guys, I apologize for not being more prepared, but as soon as I saw this in the mail, I wanted to do an overview of it so I can send it on and let a couple other guys take a look at it because, again, this is that cool of a knife. So compound ground, Tanto blade with just a really acute transition there, and I mean a splinter digger, package popping point. And one of the coolest, understated, elegant design characteristics, I think, of the knife is the blade hole. On the gripper, it was more angular, but if you look at this blade hole real closely, it's got a little coffin shape to it. So it's really, really designed well. So it's a front flipper. It's a regular flipper. Got deployment holes for finger flicks, thumb flicks, which I don't thumb flick. But it is snappy. That light blade just drops. I've done no adjustments to this knife. I have not tuned this knife. It came right out of the box like this. And again, like I said, I was excited to check it out and to do an overview of it, to take a look at it, to get my experience, first impressions of it. I do own and have owned a gripper. I'm a very happy gripper owner, and I will be a very happy tripper owner. I will also get the black because that's the color of my gripper. This is PVD, the tripper is. Titanium, black titanium with an S35VN Blade. Really nice treatment on the swedge of that blade. The compound grind, you really have to see it to appreciate it. And the edge is just super sharp. The ergos are fantastic. Again, if I was more prepared, I'd have my gripper out here and show you guys some of the change-ups Jason made in terms of the overall handle design. But it is a radical departure, but a very familiar specimen. If you've handled the gripper and you like that knife, you like the fact that it's well constructed, that it's got multiple deployment methods, but you want something a little bit smaller, a little bit more EDCable, the Tripper is going to fit that bill, guys. It has amazing access to the lock bar. On the flipper, it's got jimping that goes around the corner, so whether you're going to finger light switch it or finger push it, you've got jimping to cover both of those. This jimping on the blade here gives you plenty of jimping for the front flip. And then the coolest part to me is this little coffin shaped deployment hole that allows you just to flick it right from that. And I love the feel of this little knife in my hand. If you have a huge sausage hand, I still think it's going to fit your hand fine, especially if you use that choil. Let's get a couple of size comparisons, or not size comparisons, some measurements on this knife, and then I'll put all the dimensions in the description. I don't have my size comparison knives out here because this is just an overview / unboxing, but the blade is going to come in right under 3 inches, right around 3.9. The cutting edge is right around 3 inches. The handle size comes in at right under 4 inches, 3 3/4 inches. And the overall length of this knife next to my 6-inch Ben Peterson ruler is right about 6.5 inches. And again, I'll have the specs and the link to the pre-order on the Brass Brigade Jason's website. But again, this is the Jason Grant Tripper. It is a smaller specimen in a Tanto. It has a frag pattern, and the construction looks very similar to what you might be familiar with in the gripper, but in just a small, fierce looking EDC package that, I mean, carries like a dream, small and fidgety, but yet up to pretty much any task. And I can tell you guys that I am a Jason Grant fan. I love my gripper. I love what he's doing now with fixed blades. I'm stoked that I'm going to be able to pre-order a Tripper. These, by the way, guys, are $250. So you can go with kind of a stonewashed satin, or you can go with this black. 2 different variations, right at $250. I think it's a fantastic deal. These are also going to be OEM by Best Tech like the gripper was. And again, the quality, fit and finish, workmanship just really make this a fantastic little knife. And then you got the coffin hole. I mean, what a neat design element. I mean, to have a little coffin-shaped deployment hole. And guys, the front choil, I can't give enough credit to that. I mean, I look at my 3-inch XM18 Warney, and I feel like this choil is set up almost as perfectly as that is. I mean, it really does not put my hand in any danger of running up against that blade, and just works great. And that, again, is the Tripper, guys. Jason Grant, thank you for trusting me with this knife. It will be sent on to be checked out and enjoyed by some others tomorrow. And I look forward to getting my hands on one and getting my pre-order in. Guys, please look out for the guy or girl to your left. Please look out for the guy or girl to your right. Look out for one another. Know that this crazy world that we're spinning on at thousands of miles per hour sometimes gets hectic. Sometimes we get frustrated with each other. All you have to do is keep loving your heart, choose debate over hate, and let things go. Guys, I love you all. Peace.